Oops. This first exercise that I want to do here is just going to be working on our shoulders. So we're just going to go ahead and do some shoulder circles. All right, so if I turn to the side here, we're just going to draw circles with the shoulders. All right, I'll go ahead and get us started here for time. Now, when the opportunity comes around, I want you to make sure that you're pinching your shoulders. All right, so right now I'm coming back to round, pinching the shoulders here, and then finishing the circle. All right.
You hear crunching sounds?
Yeah.
There we go. 3, 2, 1. Relax. Awesome. All right, now let's go ahead and get the other direction. All right, be balanced in terms of direction. We'll go ahead, 30 more seconds. So here I'm kind of focusing more on the shoulders and on the upper back, especially with that shoulder pinch. About 15 seconds left here. Let's make sure we continue to breathe as well. 3, 2, 1. Relax. Very good. Now I'm going to give my shoulders a second to kind of rest here, and we're going to go on to our shrug. All right, so with the shrug, again, we think of the shoulders and the upper back here, especially if we want to keep pinching our shoulders, which is what I want us to continue to do. But I also like to think of the shrug as a good neck exercise here as well. All right, so I'm just going to turn to the side. I'm going to bring my shoulder up to my earlobe and back down. All right, we're going to go for 30 seconds again here in 3, 2, and 1. Ready? Yep. Somebody asks you a question, like my stat professor. I don't know it, so I just shrug. There we go. Just bring those shoulders up to the earlobe. Make sure that we continue to breathe as well. 3, 2, 1, relax. Very good. All right, now this next exercise here, we can use our weights if we would like to, or we can go without. It's going to be our bicep curl. All right, a nice easy bicep curl. I want to go for 10 reps here. I'm going to go without weight just because I still haven't taken those little 10-pound weights off my barbell. So we'll go with 10 reps on our bicep curl here in 3, 2, and 1. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Very good. Now we can actually set those down. All right, let me find my resistance band back. So we just got our bicep curl in here. Now I'd like to work on our tricep. All right, and I'm continuing to try to be creative here with our band work. So I'm going to grab each end of my band, and I'm going to wrap up a good amount of excess on each end. All right. So however much you wrap up is totally up to you. That's going to determine how difficult this is. All right. So I've got my band here in both hands. I've got plenty of band wrapped up in each hand. And I'm going to bring my right hand to my left shoulder. All right. Right hand to the left shoulder. So if we see from the side here, right hand to the left, and I'm going to lift this arm up. So now I'm in a position to extend out. All right, like we're hammering in the nail. All right, we're going to get 10 reps on each arm here together in 3, 2, and 1. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Very good. All right, we'll go ahead and get the other side here. So now my left hand is going to my right shoulder. All right, we're going to hammer in that nail 10 times here. 3, 2, and 1. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Awesome. Now I should have stressed this at the beginning, like I do normally. If we ever want to go without the resistance for a band exercise, that is totally fine as well. Now our next little pairing here for our warm up still is going to go back to our forward backward leg swing. All right, so a familiar exercise for us here. All right, I'm going to have my chair or a wall next to me, whichever you have with you. That's going to help keep you stable if you want it. All right, but we're going to go ahead and get a leg swing on both legs here in 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead. Now, last session, we focused a little more on the backward swing here, kind of working toward that donkey kick. Here, I just want you to go a little bit more, even tempered with both parts of the swing. All right, just kind of loosening up that leg. I will say, though, if we still try to emphasize the swing, we'll get a good lower back loosening exercise here as well. All right, 3, 2,
No, is that what I
1.
needed to do?
Relax. Go ahead and
Oh, now I
relax.
see.
All right.
I
We'll
forgot to-
switch legs here. All right. We'll get 30 more seconds on the other leg here in 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead. There we go. Remember, emphasize the back swing if you want that extra stretch in the lower back. I certainly need a little stretch in the lower back. I spent the last 2 nights sleeping on the couch. Not because I was in trouble, but because I just fell asleep out there. There we go. Three, 2, 1. Relax. Very good. Now, we'll be balanced in terms of direction here. I'll go at a different angle, and we're going to go to our lateral leg swing. All right, working on the outside of the thigh. All right, sticking with our chair or our wall here, whichever you're comfortable with. We'll get 30 seconds here in 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead. There we go. Just swinging back and forth. Continuing to breathe here as well. We're doing awesome. 3, 2, 1. Relax. Very good. Let's get the other leg here. All right, same thing in 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead. Very good. I want us to stay as focused on the insides and outsides of the thigh as we are on the front and back of the thigh, trying our best to stay balanced. Three, 2, 1. Relax. Very good. All right. Now, just to kind of get our core loosened up a little bit here, I want to go back to that cross body punch that we've done 2 times now. This time I like to go with the weight here rather than the band. All right. And we'll go for about 45 seconds like we did on Friday. All right. Focusing on twisting the torso with the weight. Remember that cue. There's that rope tied to from the belly button to the weight. All right, we'll get 45 seconds here in 3, 2, and 1. Ready? There we go. And if you remember from Friday, we can add some of those bounces in there too. Make this a full body exercise. All right. Now remember, if we did this one as the workout, as one of our workouts on Friday, I want this to be a warm up for what we're doing today. Going to go a little more core focused for one of our exercises today. There we go. Awesome. Keep it up. Keep your breathing. Now you all keep going. I'm gonna check my time. Perfect. 3, 2, 1. Relax. Very good. All righty. So that's our warm up for the day. All right, let's move on to our first superset. Now, I want to be working on the muscle groups that are on the upper part of the arm today. Excuse me, which would be our biceps and our triceps. So the upper body exercise that we're going to go with today for this superset is going to be the bicep curl with the band. So I'm going to set up a familiar anchor that we did on Friday with 2 feet on the band. And I want to stress again, remember, it's going to make it more difficult if we have a wider stance on that band. All right, so kind of guess and test as to where you want to place your feet there. But I want to have both handles in each hand, and we're just going to do a nice curl up to the shirt and back down. All right, so a little bit of a switch up from our bicep curl last time. All right, we're going to get 15 reps on that one. All right. Now this next, the lower body exercise that I want to pair with this bicep curl, there's going to be a couple options, all right? The first option that we can choose is going to be the seated hip, or the seated hip abduction, where we make the circle out of the band, all right? And we stick both of our legs through and we press out. Okay, this is option number 1, all right? And no matter which one you choose, all right, we're going to be getting the outside of the thigh working there, all right? So we can go kind of refresh ourselves on that one. Option number 2 is going to be standing, all right? And I want to show you what option number 2 is. It's going to be very similar to how we set up our assisted donkey kick on Friday. So hopefully you can see what I'm doing. I'm just going to be standing at my chair or my wall if I want it, and I'm going to do my lateral leg swing. But instead of doing a full swing like we did in the warm-up, I'm just going to focus on the outward part and coming right back, okay? I don't care as much about coming across my body as we did in the warm-up. It's very similar to how I didn't care as much about going forward in the donkey kick. I was more worried about going back, all right? So we're going to focus more on the outward part of the swing. If you want to make it tougher yet, we can add the resistance band. And the way that we'll do that is I want you to fold it up, all right? So you have both handles here, side by side, and you can lay it on the floor. So if I lay both ends on the floor and step on them, that's my anchor, all right? That's my anchor for this one. Now, that frees up a loop for the other leg to go in through. So I'll try to center myself so you can see a little bit better what I got going here. All right, so I've got my anchor here on the left leg, and I've got my working leg here within the loop. And you're gonna have to guess and test again where you want your anchors so you have the right resistance and the right setup. All right, and essentially with my chair next to me, I'm just gonna do the lateral leg swing, focusing on the out part of the swing. I don't care as much about the other part this time. All right, now, we'll relax from that for a second. We're gonna get 10 reps on each leg there once we get to it, all right? Now what we're gonna do, because some of us, like in the 9 a.m. class, wanted to do the seated one with the isometric. Some of us wanted to do the 10 reps on each leg. So if you're gonna choose the isometric one, all right, I'm gonna have you hold that for however long it takes me to finish my 20 reps total, all right? If that makes sense. So essentially, yep, you're going to be doing more than a 45-second press, which is fine, all right? That way we're both ending at the same time, no matter which one we choose, all right? So let's go to our bicep curl to start, and we'll get our 15 reps in here, all right? I'm going to set up my double anchor, both feet. I'll change my angle again just to make sure we're clear on the double foot anchor there. There we go. And remember, the width of your stance is going to determine the difficulty. And we're going to get 15 reps together here in 3, 2, and 1. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Very good. All right, so time for the lower body set. Remember, we can go with the seated isometric with the band around the knees, or we can go with the lateral leg press, all right, with or without the band. Remember, if you choose the isometric one, you're gonna go for as long as it takes me to get through my both sets of 10 reps here, all right? That way we're both finishing at the same time, no matter which one you choose. And remember, the lateral leg press can be with or without the band, that's your choice, all right? We're gonna get 10 reps here in 3, 2, and 1. Ready? Press that leg out and back, that's 1, 2, 3, should change my angle here, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. Now keep that isometric if that's what you chose to do. All right, I'm going to change my angle like I should have done before, so you can see what I'm doing with my anchor here. All right, both ends of the both handles on the floor. Create that loop for your leg. All right, we're gonna get 10 on the other side here. All right, and 3, 2, and 1. Ready? Press out and back in. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Very good. All of us relax. All right, so that's our lower body set there. Let's go back to our bicep curl. All right, for 15 reps, I'm gonna set up my anchor. Oh, my band's getting a little dusty. All righty, but I'm gonna set up my anchor here. Both feet. Check my width. We're gonna get 15 reps here in 3, 2, and 1. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Very good. All right, we're gonna go to our lower body exercise here. This is the second time through. Go ahead and pick whichever one you want. I'm gonna go back to the leg swing and change my angle here. All right, or I would call this one a lateral leg press of some sort. All right. We're gonna get 10 reps on each leg if that's the one you choose. We're gonna get started in 3, 2, and 1. Ready? Straight out and back. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Very good. All right. If we're doing the leg press, let's switch sides here. All right, we'll get 10 on the other leg. I'm gonna set my anchor. All right, 10 more reps here in 3, 2, and 1. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Very good. All right, go ahead and relax no matter which one you chose. Let's go ahead and knock out this last set of bicep curls in here. All right. Set up my double foot anchor. Check my width. Perfect. Let's get our last 15 reps here in 3, 2, and 1. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Very good. All right, now for this last set here, I'm going to go with the leg raise again, or the leg press. I'm going to go without the band here, all right, just because I got to do 3 more sets of that later. All right, so no matter which one we choose here, all right, we're going to get started in 3, 2, and 1. Ready? Pressing the leg out and back in. That's 1. Or if we're doing the isometric hold, just stay there. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, let's switch legs. I'll give those of you a second who might be using the band here. Just give you a second to switch it. All right, if you're doing that isometric exercise, just keep holding it. All right, let's get our last 10 reps for this one here in 3, 2, and 1. Ready? Pressing that leg out and back. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Awesome. Alrighty, that's 1 superset down. Let me check my time. Oh, we're doing great. Alrighty, so this next superset is going to work on the mirror exercises that we just did. So I want to set up a tricep extension exercise. Now remember, we can go without resistance if we want it, or we can go with. That's totally our choice. All right, but for this one, I want to show us how we can use the band again to work our tricep. So this is going to be a tricep kickback, and I want to set up the same staggered stance anchor that we've been setting up all summer long. All right, so I've got 1 foot forward, 1 foot back. And remember to keep that knee on the front leg bent. We never want to lock that knee out. And what I'm going to do is I'm now going to get my arms set up here. Okay, and we can set this up in 2 different ways. No matter which way we choose, I'm actually going to wrap up a little bit of excess here just for myself. All right, no matter which way we choose, we want to start with our elbows bent. All right, so our elbows are bent here. Now we can start them out either in front, that's the first way, or we can start them out farther back, okay? Out in front is going to be easier. Starting them in back is going to be a little tougher, all right? Now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to straighten my elbows out, stretching that band away from my anchor, and then back to the starting position, okay? Now it's important here that our elbow stays in place, all right? Now it's okay for the elbow to move back a little bit, but the main motion here should be the elbows straightening and bending, all right? So it's just like we're hammering in a nail again, just in a different angle, all right? It's okay to let that elbow come back a little bit, but if we're letting the elbow come back too much, we're gonna turn this into a lat pullback, which is still a good exercise, but not what I wanna do here, all right? So we'll go for 15 reps on this one, all right, when we get to it. And the second exercise that we're going to do is just going to be the same pillow squeeze that we did to mirror the abduction from the last 2 times that we did it. All right, so we'll be sitting in a chair, all right, and we'll have our pillow between our knees, just trying to squeeze the stuffing out of that thing. All right, so we'll do the tricep kickback first, and I want to stress again, you can go with or without resistance here. We're still going to get the right muscles working if we keep the elbow fixed, all right, in a fixed position. So I'm going to set up my staggered stance anchor one more time. All right, 1 foot forward, 1 foot back. The band is underneath the front foot. All right, keep that front knee bent. And remember, keep your elbows bent here as well. They're gonna be like in a capital L. And I'm gonna start either in front or back. I'm gonna choose to start back, all right? And we're gonna get 15 tricep kickbacks here in 3, 2, and 1. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Awesome. All right, we can set the band down the floor here. I'd like us to go into our pillow squeeze, so we're going to need our chair and our pillow. And we're going to do this together for about 45 seconds here, all right? So we'll go ahead and get in position. Now remember, what I always say here is I want you to be comfortable, but I want you to make sure you're challenging yourselves here too. We'll go ahead and start in 3, 2, 1. Go ahead. So make sure that you're staying comfortable, but still challenging yourself, all right? This isn't going to be how hard can you squeeze the pillow. It's how hard can you squeeze it and for how long, all right? Going for that endurance here. Trying to get that inner thigh working. And then let's remember 2 other things: to keep our breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth, and to keep our good posture. All right, really easy to sit in that hunched over position when we're not thinking about it. Just keep that pillow squeezed. Almost there. 3, 2, 1. Relax. Very good. All right, we can relax from that one. Let's get our second set of the tricep kickback in here. So I'm gonna set up my staggered stance anchor. Get some of the cat hair off my band here too, that probably helps. There we go. All right, staggered stance anchor. Remember to have your elbows fixed. Either you can have them in front or in back. Remember, front is gonna be a little easier than in back. All right. We're gonna get 15 reps together here in 3, 2, and 1. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Awesome. All right, let's go ahead and go back to our pillow squeeze. Now, this is my own personal statement here, but I think that the tricep kickback activates my triceps better than any other tricep exercise I've ever done. So, that's my favorite tricep exercise right there. Now, let's get our second set of our pillow squeeze here in 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead. Make sure we're sitting up nice and tall and getting our breathing. There we go. I'm trying to squeeze that pillow, squeeze the stuffing out of that pillow. Got about 15 seconds left. We can do it. Just keep on squeezing. Almost there. 3, 2, 1. Relax. Very nice. All right, 2 sets down. Let's knock out this last set of our tricep kickback. All right, staggered stance anchor. Very good. Remember to check your elbows, your elbow position. Let me fix my angle, my camera angle. All right. We'll get our last 15 reps here in 3, 2, and 1. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Good. All righty. We'll set that down. We're still going to need the band for our next superset, but we'll get our last pillow squeeze in here. All righty. Awesome. All right, we'll go for 45 seconds here in 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead. There we go. Just squeezing that pillow. Make sure we're sitting up nice and tall. Good posture, and keep our breathing. About 20 seconds left here. Three, 2, 1, relax. Awesome. All right, we can put that pillow away. We will not need the pillow again the rest of the day. We will, however, need the band here for this one. I'm going to take this opportunity to count us. 1, 2, 3, 4. Awesome. All righty, keeping up on that attendance. So, both of these exercises are going to be using the resistance band here. All right, this first one is going to be an upright row. All right, so we have not done this one together yet this summer, but I wouldn't be surprised if you've done it on your own or in the clinic before. All right, so I'm going to set up the same anchor that I had for the bicep curl. All right, my double foot anchor in my nice stance here, remembering that the width of my stance is going to alter the difficulty of the exercise. And I'll show you what I'm going to be doing up here. So I'm going to have my palms facing my body throughout the entire exercise. Each handle is going to be in each hand. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull up, all right, and come back down. All right, so it's going to be like we're pulling up our pants way too high. All right, so I want you to think about your elbow position here as well. The elbow should stay above the hands and the wrists, all right, if you can, all right, and then we come back down, all right, and then lastly, I want us to make sure that we're pinching our shoulders at the top and then coming back down, all right. We're going to get 15 of those reps together when we get to it. Now, the other exercise that I want to pair with this upright row is one that we've done once before. It is our standing ab twist. All right, so I'm going to set up, this is a different kind of anchor. All right, we've got one end of the band on the floor. All right, just kind of lay that off to the side, and then we're going to step on the band with one of our feet. All right, so the way I have it set up is I have the left end of my band laying on the floor, so I'm going to step on it with my left foot. All right, now the closer your anchoring foot is to the handle that you're going to be pulling, the more difficult this is going to be. So I want a little more difficulty. Hopefully you can see I've got a good amount of band laying on the floor on the other side of my anchoring foot. So that means it's going to be a little more difficult. All right, so now the upper body set that I'm going to do here, or the upper body setup, I can go with my elbows bent as I twist, or I can go with my arms straight out as I twist. Okay, the arms straight out is going to be a little tougher. All right, no matter which way you want to orient your upper body, all right, we need to remember to bring the belly button with the handle. All right, just remember that cue of that rope tied to the handle. all right? Since we're already probably set up in this exercise, I'd like to do this one first, all right? And then we'll go ahead and do the upright row second, all right? So we've got our anchor set up. Remember, we've got a decent amount of band laying on the floor. All right, I'll show you one more time. There's a decent amount of band laying on the floor there. I'm anchoring with my left foot, so I'm gonna be turning to my right. All right, and we can go with the arms down or up, okay? I'm gonna go with the arms up for this set just to make it a little tougher, all right? We're gonna get 10 reps in each direction here in 3, 2, and 1. Ready? Twisting to the side and back, that's 1. Bring that belly button with, that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Awesome. All right. So now to switch sides, I'll just bring the end of the band that was on the floor to the other side. Since I was turning to my right last time, I'm going to anchor this foot with the band with my right foot so that I can turn to my left. All right. And we're going to get 10 reps on this side together here in 3, 2, and 1. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Very good. All right, so that's one set down on our ab twist. Let me check the time here. We're doing great on time, better than I was in the 9 a.m. again. All right, I'm gonna set up my double foot anchor just like we had before. Let's change my angle quick so we can see. Both feet on the band. Remember to check the width of your stance. And we're gonna get 15 of these upright rows here. All right, so this is why we did the shrugs and the shoulder circles. All right, so let's get ready for our first set here in 3, 2, and 1. Ready? Pull it up and back down. That's 1. Try to keep those elbows up if you can. 2, 3, pinch those shoulders back up top. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Keep pinching those shoulders. 13, 14, and 15. Awesome. All righty, so we're one set down. We got 2 to go. Let's go back to our ab twist. All right, so I'm going to anchor one end down there. All right, I have the left end of my band on the floor, so I'm going to anchor with my left foot. I'm going to go with the arms bent here. All right, we're going to get 10 reps in 3, 2, and 1. Ready? Twist away from the anchor and back the other way. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Very good. Let's get 10 on the other side. All right. Maybe twisting the other direction. Make sure you got a good anchor. All right, 10 more reps here in 3, 2, and 1. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Very good. All right. Let's get our second set of our upright row in here. All right, upright rows can be kind of tough. All right, let's get our double foot anchor in here. This is a good vertical pull. We don't get a lot of vertical pull, especially here at home. All right, let's get 15 reps here in 3, 2, and 1. Ready? 1, pinch those shoulders back. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, last one, and 15. Very good. All righty, we've only got one more set of each, and then we're moving on to our cool down. Man, we always do so much better on time in this class and in the 2 p.m. than in the poor 9 a.m. I need to stop talking so much in the 9 a.m. All right, let's get our last 10 reps here for each side in 3, 2, and 1. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Very good. Let's get our last set of 10 here for the day for this one. All right. Get ourselves set up here. Get our last 10 reps in 3, 2, and 1. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Very good. All right. Let's set up our upright row here. This is our last set of upright row here. All righty. We're going to get 15 reps here. We'll get started in 3, 2, and 1. Ready? Bring it up and back down. That's 1, 2, 3. It's like you're bringing the ends of the band to your armpits. 4, 5, 6. I like that cue. 7. I just came up with it right in the middle of this exercise. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, last one, and 15. Awesome, we're done with that superset. Very good. Let's go ahead and move on to our cool down here. All right, so this first one here, I just kind of like to call this a little more technical term is a transverse arm twist. All right, but the other name that I had for it was like, I think it was like getting arrested or something like that, right? So what we're gonna do is it's gonna be a bicep stretch because we worked that muscle today, is I'm going to take my hand and I'm gonna turn my thumb down and back. All right, down and back. So this is gonna stretch my bicep here. All right, and to get a little extra stretch in the shoulder, all right, I'm going to lean my shoulder forward. All right, so I've got my hand here, like I'm gonna shake my hand to you right now, all right? And I'm gonna twist it backwards, like I'm trying to stick my thumb back behind me, all right? And then I'm gonna lean forward a little bit. Now we'll do both arms at once here, all right? We'll do both arms at once to knock out both sets. We're gonna go for 30 seconds here in 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead. All right, yep. Like you're trying to stick your thumbs out behind you. There we go, and get a little bit of a lean. This is, again, one of the few stretches that I'll encourage bad posture. Check my time. Got about 10 seconds left. This is my favorite bicep stretch. 3, 2, 1, relax. Very good. All right, so we also worked the tricep. I'll get to that one in a second, all right, but there's 2 stretches I want to do before we get to that one. The first one is going to be our back scratch test, all right? We haven't done that in a couple days, and I want to keep up with that so that when we come back to the clinic, we're just going to have the best scores ever on our back scratch test, all right? So I'm going to bring my right hand up and over and my left hand down and around. All right, we're going to go for our back scratch for 30 seconds here. Go ahead. Now, I don't know about you, but on my up arm, so the arm that I bring up and over, I feel a little bit of a tricep stretch in there. And I think that's partially because of how much that tricep kickback really works my triceps. I always have thought that kickback works my triceps better than any other exercise. That's my opinion. 3, 2, 1, relax. Good. All right, now let's do the other side here. We'll bring the left arm up and over. All right, and we'll bring the right arm down and around. We'll go for 30 seconds. Go ahead. Let's keep our breathing up here as well. There we go. Now you keep your stretch going. I'm going to check my time. Got about 10 seconds left. 3, 2, 1, relax. Very good. All righty. Now I like to go to a lower body exercise here. We're going to go to our standing groin stretch. All right, so I'm going to get a nice wide stance. We can have the wall or a chair near us if we want that extra stability. But I'm just going to lean to one side, stretching my inner thigh on the straightened leg here. All right, and I'm going to give us a whole minute to go back and forth between legs at your own pace, because if we remember, I don't want to over fatigue the leg that's taking on your body weight when you go to lean. All right, so I'm going to start the timer for a minute here. Go ahead. Just going to get both legs in here at our own pace. So I'm feeling that this is my load leg is what I'll call it. The leg that's not lengthened is starting to get tired, so I'm going to switch. All right. Once you feel the load leg on the other side get tired, go ahead and switch. It's going to be a great inner thigh stretch for us to balance out to capitalize on the work that we did on that area today. So got 20 seconds left. Just keep going at your own pace. We're doing awesome. Three, 2, 1, relax. All righty. So I'd like to now move to the tricep stretch, and this is one that I mentioned last time that might need a little bit of practice. All right, some of these stretches take practice sometimes. I'd say progressive muscle relaxation is one that needs practice for sure. But what I'm going to do here is I'm going to sit in this chair and I'm going to lean forward like I'm really interested in what this person is saying. All right, and I'm going to place my right hand on my right knee. All right, my right hand is going to be on my right knee. Now I want to turn to the side so you can see the angle at which my elbow is. All right, my elbow is kind of flaring out in front of me a little bit. All right, kind of like just imagine like I'm in the middle of a clock on the floor. I'm going to be pointing toward the 2 o'clock position with my elbow here. All right, now I'm going to try to lean forward and push my elbow more toward the 1 o'clock or the 12 o'clock position. All right, on the clock, if it was on the floor with me. All right, I'm going to start the timer here and just work on pushing that elbow forward. All right, and holding that stretch. This should be getting the tricep in here, maybe even a little bit of the shoulder. All right, and if you're not feeling it, that's okay. It might take a little bit of practice. I like adding this stretch for those who want to avoid a lot of overhead movement. 3, 2, 1, relax. Very nice. Let's go ahead and switch arms. I'm going to switch directions here so I can keep my working arm in your view. All right, so I'm just leaning forward in my chair, kind of on the edge of my seat here. Left hand goes on the left knee. I'm just going to push my elbow. So yeah, now I'm kind of pushing it toward the 10 o'clock or the 11 o'clock position on the clock here. And I feel this more in my left tricep than I do on my right. And that's the same way it was on my first time trying this a couple weeks ago. Let's keep our breathing. Almost there. 3, 2, 1. Relax. Very good. All righty. Now, I want to give us a couple options for these next couple of lower body stretches. We can either be on or in a chair, all right, like we were for the very last stretch, or we can be on the floor on our mat. I want to give you all the option here. All right. I guess it kind of depends on what the stretch is, though, so I'll tell you, we're going to do the butterfly stretch here, all right? I always want to do butterfly on a day that we work the inner and outer thigh, all right? So if we choose to be seated for the butterfly, I'm going to be in the same position I was in for the tricep stretch that we just did, except now I'm just going to lean forward a little bit more, and I'm going to push my knees out with my elbows, all right? And this seated butterfly is going to get me a lot more stretch in my hamstring than the normal butterfly would, all right? We can also do the normal butterfly on the floor, all right? Pushing the knees down gently with the elbows. Maybe I should change my angle here. There we go. That's not that great. Hopefully that's good, all right? So we're going to go with either option here for 30 seconds in 3, 2, and 1. There we go. So I'm just spreading my legs out, just kind of pushing my knees down or out, depending on if you're in the chair or on the floor. Let's make sure that we're sitting up nice and tall, or at least keeping our back straight. Again, that's going to depend on which one we chose. And let's keep our breathing. 3, 2, 1, relax. Very good. Now, since we have the time, I would like us to go into our whole body stretch, all right? So if we're on the mat, we can do this in a chair too. It'll be a little different in the chair, but we can just try to stretch all 4 of those limbs out if we can. If we're gonna be lying on the floor, it'd be like we're making a snow angel here, all right? Ooh. And we'll hold this stretch for, we'll give this one a minute, all right? We'll give this one a minute long stretch. Go ahead and start if you haven't already. Looks like we're still doing awesome on time. There we go, yeah, about 5 minutes. Just remember to keep your breathing. Just stretch all 4 of those limbs out. Got about 15 seconds left. 3, 2, 1, relax. Very nice. That's actually all that I have for you for today. Thank you all so much for participating.